This is the school in the village of Wagitere. It is located 9 miles off the main road, and because of the mountains, it will take you an hour and a half just to get there. There are around 30 to 40 families that live in this area. Water is a major issue for these people. Okay, you can see they've got some homemade gutters around the top of the school made from ordinary PVC pipe cut in half, and this is where they get the majority of their drinking water during the wet season. Right now there's some ladies filling some buckets from this rotoplas that has got a little bit of water in it from what little rain they've had. This being the dry season, there's not a whole lot. They have to make trips down into the arroyo to carry water back up in gallon jugs. But it's a very good system to harvest water. The water is clean, being rain. They keep it covered and protected. Okay, here's the water source for the village, and as you can see, there's still water flowing. This is a system where it is not working exactly the way it needs to. The pump they have is 220 and the generator they have is not big enough to run it. Plus, the pipe that's going up is actually maybe a little too large. I don't know, we might be able to use it. It's broken in several places which will need to be repaired. You can see up there in the distance, just a little ways up the arroyo, they've built what they call a pilon. They build it around an eye of a spring. They use it to catch some water, and then they'll run tubes from the bottom of it all the way down to this main pilon where the tubes come in from above, and there'll be a submersible pump inside. It will be powered by a generator up above in the little house that they can lock up so they can keep it safe. Okay, here is the pilon that we could see from below. Their idea when they first built it was that the water would fill it up from the spring that's inside, but it didn't. It came out in other places, and here's where it's coming out the bottom right now, where they put the tubes in, and they will run them all the way back down to where the main pilon was at. And it's my idea to put like a small dam, maybe 1 meter or 2 meters high, right there in this low place you can see where it's kind of narrow, and to catch all the water that's coming down and have like a little reservoir for them to put tubes in below, and the pressure would fill up the main pilon and then they could pump it up to the top of the hill. They've built a few more of these little smaller pilons. They'll build these wherever some water's coming out of the side of the mountain in hopes that they will fill up. But a lot of times they will dry up before they get a chance to really use them. Okay, if you can see the top of this hill where I'm going to focus in on. Okay, that is where the rotoplas or the tinaco, where the water is going to be pumped up to. And then it will be gravity fed through tubes that are already there in the ground all the way down through here to the school, which is right here. This is the top of the hill where the water will be pumped up to. It will be put into a rotoplas or some sort of container to gravity feed down to the school. It took 985 yards of black well pipe just to reach the spring located down in the arroyo.